the smoking ban in prisons, when it come in, it was brought in gradually. When it never was rolled out in at every jail at the same time. It was sort of brought out this jail, that jail, all different times, wasn't it? I remember being in Chelmsford when Chelmsford was the smoking ban was brought in Chelmsford. I was in there. 1 week you could buy tobacco, the next week you couldn't. Um, so obviously people with a brain, with money, were stocking up, weren't they? Loads of tobacco every week. I mean, everyone knew that as soon as a smoking ban come in, would it surprise anybody to know? Guess what people do to get tobacco now? Same thing they do to get drugs. People bring it in and sell it. Totally pointless. But that's just in my view. My view means nothing, does it? But yeah, we was in Chelmsford one day. One day it was there, one day it weren't. That even after it stopped, even if after they stopped selling it, there was like a few weeks or whatever it was that the screws were meant to leave the tobacco in your cell and leave people alone, not just take it because the ban's there now, you know. But people did. People had loads. People was hiding it, and right, people was stocking up on the Red Bull, the cheap nasty stuff, you know, a £2 for half ounce for 12 grams pack for a pouch, £2.80 or whatever it was for a pouch. It was I've spoken about Red Bull before, and I come in a blue packet with Red Bull written in red. Sure, it was pipe tobacco. It was disgusting. It was like party poppers. You had to open it up and let it air out and cut it up to let it dry out before you could even smoke it. But when the smoking ban comes in, Red Bull was like gold, and it really was. People people would do anything for a Red Bull. Since the smoking ban has come in, I have seen people, and I say seen people, I've even done it. The chef's hats that you wear on the servery, like the white paper hats. I'm sure people have seen those. That's a chef's hat made out of paper. The middle part, the thinnest part, that part there, thin like my hairline. The thinnest part of that chef's hat, cut up into little Rizzler shapes, and you've got Rizzler. I've used them. I've literally used those chef's hats. I've gone through the servery and just gone, can I have 10 chef's hats, please? With me dinner tray, you know, I'm a B. Can I have I'm a B. I'm the curry, and can I have white bread, and can I have 10 chef's hats? I'm gonna say no, no, no. Tobacco, herbal tea. I've seen people use herbal tea bags. I've used it. I've smoked it. I've seen people. I haven't done it too much because it's sort of a waste. It really is. But I suppose people thinking, oh, herbal tea, there's herb in it, so that's sort of a tobacco substitute. But whatever. I'm sure there's more ways that people do it now. Million better ways that people do it if they can't get hold of tobacco. But yeah, herbal tea. I've used a vape. Prisons give out vapes now. You know, I've said yesterday or the day before about the smokers packs. People back in the days to come in, you a smoker or you non-smoker. I'm a smoker, gov. There's a smokers pack of tobacco, some Rizla light or whatever. You will pay us back when the first time you get money. Now they give you vapes on your arrival, yeah. So they're like little pen vapes, and from what my memory says, because I've done it, I had it loads, but I just can't remember exactly how I did it now. You break the vape bit that you put in the liquid. You either break that bit and tip everything out. The bit that heats up, really, basically, the bit that heats up. You want to make that have that bit, so you have the bong bit on that, so it's heating up. You can smash the glass off it and put whatever on there, heat it up like a bong. I wish I could just describe it better, but I really can't. Yeah, but towards the end of the smoking ban, we're not talking about the actual end of the smoking ban yet. Towards the end of it, so a month, 2 months before, I'm on C wing in Chelmsford. No, F wing in Chelmsford. Yeah, the induction wing. I'm an insider. I've said that loads of times. I deal with inductions coming in at night. They come in, they stay on the induction ring for a week. They get dealt with people like me. That was my job. So I was up on the twos on F wing, single cell. My next door, he was an insider as well. Same, I was an insider. He was an insider. He was also a listener. Yeah, like he worked for the Samaritans. So if his prisoners having a hard time and feeling like doing something bad, get on the bell. Gov, I want to talk to a listener. The listener, they wear orange t-shirts. They're trained by the Samaritans as well. They go and they listen and it helps. Listen, having a listening here, having a listening ear can help. He was my next door, yeah. He was good stuff. He was doing he was just under a 20 years, just under 20 years. He got caught where he was part of allegedly a boat got caught with a load of guns and drugs on it. But he was good stuff. He was, and he was my next door, right? And where I used to lay on my bed, you have pipes that go behind you along the floor from each cell to each cell. They're heated pipes, just like the radiator, yeah. Goes through the wall, goes to each cell, yeah. Separating the pipe would be a wall between each cell, obviously. But there was a gap in the pipe, so you could pass things through to each cell, fold it up in a bit of paper, in an A4 bit of paper, and just slide it through. And then slide it through, you know. So, we're able to do that in a cell, so we can lay there at night, have a twos each other on a joint maybe, watch a film, have a chat, go to sleep, passing through the thing. He was one of the people that was saving up tobacco for months. Red Bull as well, yeah, Red Bull. He was always buying a pack of Red Bull every week just to put in his stash. I bought a few packs, mate. I've got no long-term thinking back then anyway. Back then I had no long-term thinking. If I had tobacco, I was buying something with it. Yeah, it's a total idiot. And yeah, so he's stocking up the old next door. Now the smoking ban's come in. No tobacco. That's it. The smoke literally 1 week you could buy it, the next week you couldn't. Yeah, it was off the canteen sheet. There is tobacco on the wing, but no one's giving it out. Obviously, I know my next door's got it. My job, one of my jobs, along with being an insider and working on the server, I've said this is going around doing the meal sheets every night. So I'd go around with the menus for the next night. To each store, there was 2 spurs on the wing, 2 separate spurs on the wing. I'd go to each spur, go to each store, and each spur go to put the menu through, go pick what one you want. I'd write it down, and it'd be for the next day. If anyone had anything they wanted me to pass on, allegedly, maybe I'll be able to do it. If the price was right. If the price wasn't right, I'd be taking what you give me round the corner, taking half out, and then going to give the shabby little bit to whoever you wanted me to. That's just what I did, man. I just thought, you cheeky, how could you want me to do something for free? But anyway, the only reason I did that job was because I was allowed to go to the cells every night, cell doors every night, and people would get stuff passed around at night. That's when the people that had stuff would get it out and pass it around. I'd go around and collect it, and it'd get passed out. So every single night, I'd bang up, literally every night, I'd always bang up with a couple of zoots, a couple at least, yeah, that I'd managed to graft. Passing around and totally pillaging the tight ones that think I'm going to do it for free. So I'd always have a couple of zoots every night. Smoking ban now, innit, yeah? The good thing is my next door is Keiko with Burn. So, but every night I'm having to go to him, yeah? Are you going to get your Red Bull out tonight? He says yes, obviously, but he's not going to get out for free. There's no smoking in there now, yeah? every night. I'm having to basically share what I've got with him. And I would always try and like keep a zoot or two to myself. I just go like, listen, if I give you 2 zoots, 2 nice zoots, will you just give me an handful of burn? Like, give me 4 or 5 zoot, give me 4 or 5 like roll ups. He'd do that. He was having it off. He literally sat on his ass, did nothing, and was getting zoots every night, passing through the pipes. Because I never had tobacco ever, never had tobacco ever, but I always had zoots to smoke. Every single night I had zoots, but I never had no tobacco. And you could never buy zoots. What shotter on the wing is going to shot their gear for Red Bull? Nobody will shot it for Red Bull. Amber Leaf or Golden Virginia. That's it. Right? Nobody does it for anything else, and especially not Red Bull. This geezer was having it off, mate. Every single night for a couple of Red Bull, he was getting zoots that you usually pay half ounce a burn for. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was good stuff. I didn't mind sharing it with him anyway. But if you enjoyed that, hit subscribe and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.